take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Even blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in this.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it basketball. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence on me. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Then I hit that. I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe with a cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Then I hit that. Then I hit that. Then I hit that.
Body style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry rocks. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Maniac straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work you.
We are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready. 260.
Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 91 is the mark. All day, just like that. Just like that.
They'll run here with Moss. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Check, 59. Here we go, here we go. Mike 59. Mike 59.
On second and 12, Stafford looking for Shepard deep, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Watch the safety creep.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's going to let it. That's caught inside the 20. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And goes for a gain of 31.
At the 17-yard line.
43. Check, 43. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They'll run on first down with Moss. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Out of the gun, Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's third and short.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Third and 2, Stafford. And That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Burrow's
the reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
It's caught inside the 25, and he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
They'll toss this right side to Moss. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Stafford. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. T. Higgins was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Well, that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Stafford sack.
And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Mike, check, 59. We got 11.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Steelers 3.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Burrow only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
4th down.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
43's the Mike. 43's the Mike. We ain't giving up nothing today. White.
Now a run with Moss. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. They'll find Everett there, complete. And a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll start with the option. The quick throw by Burrow is complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd down, Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. The 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Get him. Get him. Get him. Check.
On 2nd and a couple. Stafford. Quick throw here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Check 4. Check 4. 32.
Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
They'll take over.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, Dixon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Bengals.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On first down, they'll start out with Moss. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 46.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now a first down throw. Stafford able to hit his target, Claypool. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, 54 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12. And the Bengal first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Bengal ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Kill.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now Burrow on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And Burrow going to throw again. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Burrow will throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First down. Here's Burrow. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Let's go, D. Check safety.
On second down, here's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Now Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On first down, it's Moss. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Stafford looking for Shep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup of 38.
At the 3-yard line.
Rush in.
They'll look to run with Moss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, after the loss on first down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet. But time is still going to be a factor in decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You have to score a touchdown here. You've got to find a way to cash in.
On 2nd and goal, Stafford looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now it's Stafford. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. On 2nd down, Burrow. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Cincinnati.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Justin Madubuike. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. He'll return it from the 6. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. DJ Reader there on the tackle. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
It seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
throwing on third down. Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 13. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Burrow looking to pass. They set up the screen to Hill. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in.
Now Moss hit, and the football pops free. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Nice, sweetheart.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
To number 47.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
And 2 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go.
On the counter, this is Moss. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
35-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home.
On first down, they run with Howard. And a short gain down to about the 33.
The ball carrier.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Play action. Stafford. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Mike, check, 59. All day, come.
Third and long. It's Stafford. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And incomplete.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Justin Madubuike able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. High throw, but he makes the catch. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The Bengals on a roll now. It's another first down.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And this is caught inside the 5.
A big play there for the Bengals.
52 yards.
Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Stay sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Stay sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, out the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. You take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where am I now? They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Stay sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Stay sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside. Look when they peep us. Huge us in the belly of the beach, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage. Way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze. On each and every way, put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Stay sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains.
summer hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back. Did what I could, what I had. Now I be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it's stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief. Loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately I've been scheming. Against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act? Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red free, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a youngin' since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act? I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
Irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plots. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Oh, you're irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plots. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up there and bear in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plots. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plots. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm dropping the bus, so they threw me under. But they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB. I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you ain't first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma put that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
Let me explain what I...
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry for Zach Moss. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Throwing on second down. Stafford, and that'll be incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and it'll bring up third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Check, 59, 59.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wisnowski to punt this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. First carry here for Joe Mixon. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Taken down.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And he may want to track down that football, because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down now, Mixon, and a short gain down to about the 33.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Deuce. Leroy.
Now Stafford. He'll drop this underneath the Moss. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Mike, check. 59.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Finding Sterling Shepard for his 1st catch.
Stafford's bad.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Watch the twist.
Here's Moss. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Zach Moss.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 30 on second down. Stafford stepping up. He'll try and run. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On first down, it's Moss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Intercepted by the Bengals.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
And he gets this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
They go play action with Burrow. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On second down, Mixon, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
The ball carrier.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Burrow. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Complete.
A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
After one on EA Sports.
Bengals 3, Steelers nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made by Devin.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow, sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, their first two drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Burrow will throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon, not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
On second down, here's a run with Moss. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Stafford on first down. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
1st and 10.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Burrow, eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
It's a turnover on downs.
Mike, check, 59. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
They'll start on the ground with Moss. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Don't get nervous. 59 Mike, check.
To throw is Stafford. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
43 in the mouth. Record.
They'll run with Moss. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool, his first touchdown of the new season. The lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point right down the middle, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Good shot.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10 now. Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And Burrow going to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, Bengals.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Number 80.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts.
First down.
As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the gun again to Mixon. Down to the 25.
Joe Mixon, the ball.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And his throw here is incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target. Third down here.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On third down, Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the interception, here's Stafford. To Shepard, complete over the middle. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 38-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On first down at Stafford. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Is the mic. 10. Coming.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Zach Moss, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Bengals 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. looking to pass. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
T. Higgins is the intended target.
And that takes us from second to third down. Passing here, Joe Burrow, flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for T. Higgins. Incomplete.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And this is going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Wisnowski set to kick off.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
They'll run here with Mixon. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Bengals.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Cincinnati.
Now Mixon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Burrow will throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Here's Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And Zerline's kick is good.
Makes the score.
And that'll get the lead down to 5. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Check.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Moss. Now Moss hit, and the football pops free. And the Bengals grab it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
By Cincinnati.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down.
It's Burrow. His throw caught right around the 6. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Here's a run with Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They run with Howard. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
You might be getting tired of seeing me. Mike, check, 59. Watch the slip.
On 2nd down, it's Moss, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Everyone got 4 down. 43 is the mark. Cut.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10 as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
The ball carrier.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 39, Stafford got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Just like that. Mike's 43. Twist.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Mike, check. Zebra. I'm coming after you. Mike's about 9.
Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford out to the right here to Shepard. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. From the gun, here's Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And this one is right through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. First and 10, Joe Burrow. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Brought down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Going with Moss on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
23 is the mark. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Now a handoff looking right. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play. To see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check. 59 mark. Check. 59. Hey, man.
And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. If you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
2nd down.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. First down. Here's Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Cincinnati.
Joe Mixon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And this one through the uprights and good.
That ties the game 24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They'll run on 1st down. Moss, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I got you.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He completes this to Sutton.
Stafford.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Mike 59. Mike 59. Exit.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That's out to the left and complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Nixon on the toss right. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same. Right, the coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
On 1st down, it's Moss, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check, 43.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Down to about the 22 here.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Check. Flag down. Wide. Get wide. Watch twist. Wide middle.
They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
First down, they stay with Moss on the ground. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the Bengals' 18-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 15. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Preston Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back in my feet and get right.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here we go with Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
First down.
Now it's Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up
final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The Bengals drive about to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially in overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
Cincinnati.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Joe Mixon. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First down, Bengals.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Third down.
Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to fourth down. Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They run for it with Mixon. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
A gain of 4 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
And a Bengal first down.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back in need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. They'll run here with Mixon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
24.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Bengals, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I'ma act a fool.